Peace. You guys know me as Dan Tres, Brother OMi. Myself, Rod of my Universal Zulu Nation. If I haven't told you already, Happy New Year, Bon Année. Things are going well for us here in Dayton, Ohio. Just got back from the top 30 B-Boy battle up in Columbus, Ohio. Big up to all the B-Boys. Zulu King, Session 31, Hardcore Detroit. You know who you are. My man Reaction, my man Taekwon, my man Squirt. Yo, big up. DJ Get Up and Gump, yo, you nasty, son. You real nasty. Pretty much everything I just said in the blog that you read previously to this one, which will probably come out on the same day. I will not be doing this video blog thing or vlogging or whatever you want to call it throughout the year. I'm an old school cat. I'm going to keep the typing and the pictures. I don't think I look good on TV. I've been on TV before, and it's just not me. I could do radio all day. You know, like I always say, I'm not the prettiest cat in the world. Anyway, a few things I want to go over for the 08. I was building with my man Sekou, and he was really digging the aging B-Boys of America thing. And it's funny because my man DJ Illiterate, my man Professor Emery, out of Philadelphia, big up, he was really digging it. He was like, yo, I want to be Minister of Education, you know, so I'm getting a lot of, you know, positive vibes from it, no pun intended. And I'm thinking about doing something bigger with it in two ways. Number one, Sekou expressed interest in doing a blog for it. So pretty much we're going to be launching a blog called Aging B-Boys of America. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested, the only criteria is you got to be over 30 or reaching that. You know, you could be 28, 29, coming up there. Pretty much if you was a teenager when A Tribe Called Quest came out with a Low End Theory, we'll bring you on board. I don't like to really put that age limit thing on there, but aging B-boy, you know, usually over 30. A lot of guys don't get love for that. So, you know, if you're interested in writing something for us, you know, you're not going to make any money. We're not going to make anything big. We just, you know, want to let people know that hip-hop culture is something you can do when you're well in your 30s and 40s. I'll be hitting 35 in March. So it's, to me, it's just a part of life, something that I do. As you all know, I'm a professional. I have, you know, I'm married with children, and I'm still doing my thing, still teaching capoeira, still doing b-boying, getting in a cypher, getting involved, writing essays, doing the math, lectures, all that. And that'll always be a part of my life, and it's something that I'll instill in my baby. So people think that at a certain point in your life you're supposed to give it up. I disagree with that. I think you can still do it. If you got cats that are still out there doing crazy stuff, you know, and why can't we do b-boying? It's not juvenile at all. Hip-hop is not juvenile at all. Unless you into that kind of stuff, then you need to stop. But I'm not into that. We do the 5 elements of hip-hop culture here in the Universal Zulu Nation. So just to give you a heads up. But on top of that, the reason why I was called Aging B-Boy is because I'm working on a book called Top Rock, The Musings of the Aging B-Boy, which will be me. And I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed because I know on my blog, on MySpace, a lot of people are used to me talking about love and relationships and past loves and relationships that I had before I was married, when I was a young blood living in New York, being in the Navy, etc., etc. And people were expecting something like that. That's going to happen down the road in the future, but I just feel like when it comes to hip-hop culture, the element of b-boying, people don't really do a lot of writing about it. I mean, they don't do a lot of writing about graph, but they do a lot of academic stuff on graph. And you see a lot of picture books and coffee books on graph. So, you know, in that sense, it does get its love. But when it comes to b-boying, everything that you see is usually on DVDs and stuff. But I want to write something from a b-boy perspective, pretty much about hip-hop culture, about life, about how it's, you know, affected the way I saw other dance cultures, affected the way I see other music, affected the way how I view music, period. And how the generations, how we continue to do less and less dancing, if you notice, as the generations go by. It's going to be real interesting. Like I said, I know a lot of people that read my blog, but all 3 of my blogs, I know a lot of them are going to be disappointed because they expected a certain thing from me. Not that I said I was going to do something like that, but it's something that I wanted to do, and it's particularly going out to all the b-boys and b-girls worldwide. So I doubt I'll make any money off of it, but I just want to publish a book. I will be going to lulu.com. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, why are you doing it? Why don't you just shop it? I just really want it to be accessible to the masses online. And hopefully, if it takes off after its first run, I might purchase some copies and, you know, wholesale and then sell it. And you know me, I'm always down to do lectures. You know, it doesn't cost a lot of money to do lectures for me. If you want to come through, all you really, you know, we could talk about it and just leave me a comment or send me an email. I'm willing to travel. You know, have pen will travel, right? So I just want to let you guys know about that. It's an announcement. I'm trying to get it published by my born date this year, March 3rd, 2008. If all goes well, it will happen. If not, we'll work on it. If you have any ideas, shoot me some ideas on the blog or my email address, which I will post at the end of this video. So we got the Asian B-Boy things coming up. We got the book. And once again, big up to everybody that's read my blog, that's been with me since 2001. You know who you are. I do have to give a big up to my man Nas Dawood. Please bring your blog back, because it was one of the ones that I really liked. I really appreciated. I really loved it. So, put it back on there. My man Gunnar Kaufman, come on, man. Do yours too. I really enjoyed reading yours. We disagreed a lot, but that's one thing I love about you. We can agree to disagree. But please come out. Also, at the end of this blog, I'm going to put some other blogs that I read, such as Sekou Who's Driving Mr. Daddy, which focuses on his parents and growing up in the South and, becoming educated black people in this country. And I think you'll really be interested in that. Also, got to give up my Humanity Critic. He's one of the few cats I know that are blogging that are actually getting paid to blog. And if you go to vibe.com, he's like pretty much in my opinion, one of the best blogs on there. You should check it out. It's not a celebrity blog, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But check it out. And there's a bunch of other people on there. There's somebody else that his name escapes me that I enjoy reading. But if anybody, I enjoy Humanity Critic, Nappy Diatribe. I'm going to leave that on there as well. Big up to all my folks out there that read that. Also, if you get a chance, it's my wife's born day. She should be coming through the door in a second. Give me a second. And once again, my wife has some new product on her website. I'm going to go ahead and put that website up for you. Support. It's real homemade. My wife has always done a homemade thing with the soaps and lotions, but this time it's jewelry, and I'm telling you, it's up there, man. I'm not a big jewelry cat, as you can tell. I rarely rock my beads, and I should rock them more often, but, do go out there and support that. One more thing as well, I know on my blog it's supposed to be books, hip-hop culture, and everything else in between, and lately I haven't been focusing on the hip-hop and the books as much as I started focusing on the politics and stuff. You guys know how I feel about politics, you've read it. I'm still going to throw in a little bit more parts to what I have already about politics, because, cats got to educate themselves and do the math on it. And, before you get caught up in the hoopla that you see on TV, because a lot of that is smoke and mirrors. And people living in this country need to know what's actually going on and how the system works, because we're running around here arguing and debating and cussing each other out and taking sides, and we don't even know how the system works, and it's pretty ridiculous. It's funny because people watch American Idol and they know how that system works a lot more than they know how the Constitution works, and I think that's an unfortunate description of how we view politics. Somebody said that if Americans knew how they made sausages and politics, they wouldn't sleep at night, and that's very true. Other than that, I'm going to leave you with that idea. Thanks once again for your support. I already gave my shout-outs. You know who you are. James even gave me a link on the Vibe joint, so I appreciate that 100%. I got a lot of hits. A lot of people, don't be afraid to leave comments on there. A lot of people would rather email me, and I don't feel comfortable putting their email on the comments. So just put a comment on there. I like it. I'm digging the piece, and I'm meeting a lot of new people. Oh, I know what I forgot to talk about. Celebrity blogs. Stop it. I'm getting sick and tired of celebrity blogs. I'm going to do a nice little entry about them, how I feel about celebrity blogs, how I feel about the celebrity and the media, the mainstream media, and how they deal with celebrities, because I think it's like a drug, it's like sugar. We're going to get into that, but I'm getting tired of celebrity blogs. If you show me love on your blog and you link me up or whatever, and I go to your blog, it's not celebrity blog, I have no apologies. I'm not going to hook you up. It's just bottom line. I think there's too many celebrity blogs as it is. I think blogging is a way for us to do some guerrilla media out there, for us to go out there and do the news or comment on the news or be cultural critics. That's different from what you see on TV, on mainstream media. And the only way we're going to do that is if we work together. But doing another celebrity blog, you got to kill that noise for real. With that, peace, unity, love, and having fun. You know how we do as Zulu Nation. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful 08.